We're back. That was wild. Yep. Test. Everyone back? Everyone good? We lost all of our YouTubers, I believe. They'll come back in due time. The restream's kind of a piece of shit. It won't just like resume a previous one and makes a new stream, unfortunately. Whereas Twitch is like, yeah, I'm here. Video's frozen? Yeah, just refresh real quick, guys, if you refresh. Annoying, man. That should have kicked me. That kicked me out of the mission too. That's fun. It's fun for everyone. Man, that rustled my jimmies right there. I just don't know what the hell it is with Darktide. Darktide causes that kind of shit. Yeah, Hansel. We covered at the beginning of the stream, my dude. I recorded it and everything though, so we'll be getting that up here soon for you. Day after, man. Day after Leather-Headed Wes. We're gonna get... That actually... That would be really funny. No, you're fine, Hansel. I just letting you know, bro. Yeah, we did definitely see it. The Doble... I think that 40k tabletops become a lot less toxic. A lot better. A lot more enjoyable. But I think by and large, even the people that play 40k a lot are holding off until 10th edition. 9th edition's in a real rough spot. What I think will happen too is, you know what actually where a lot of people have gone is over to Song of Ice and Fire, the Game of Thrones tabletop minigame. Because you just spend $50, you get an entire army, and you're done. You're done. Okay, are you still here, Patrick? You were on YouTube, so you're probably not anymore, but... Oh, there you are. You're here. So, here's what you have to see. Stability here. Hipfire recoil has a range of 20 to 3, and hipfire moving recoil has a range from 16 to 3 for all intents and purposes. But aim down sight recoil has what? Well, that's weird. That's the only gun that doesn't have that. I'll show you an example. So I guess it doesn't really fucking matter. So here's an example. Look at the hipfire recoil on this. 1.2 to 0.22. Look at the aim down sight recoil. It's 10.4 to 1.9. A higher number is not good. You don't want to. You want as low a number as possible in this section. So, man, I didn't know that. I thought that had the same intervals as every other gun that's like this in the auto gun category. That's very weird. Devblog's great. Liquor Clerk, we already covered it, my man. I'm really stoked on it. Video should be going up after the stream. Higher number equals more recoil, 100%, just like Wes said. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please do jump over to Twitch. We had a little bit of a crash, but we're trying to get to 75 plus average viewers, and it's going to be species spicy sausage. Listen, I know what I said at the and like I was saying, guys, make sure you stockpile your mats. But should we push this to purple? I don't like 8% range damage. What's going on here? Hey, the Devblog gave out 1 community sub. Thank you, dude. Heading back to work. Thank you. That's so nice, dude. Like, I'm going back to work, so here's a community sub, brother. Very, very huge of you, my man. Thank you very much.
Steadfast supporter.
Also, guys, if you do have your Prime sub and you haven't used it yet and it's not spoken for, please do use it on me. This is my full-time job and I would love it. J Rago, I will. I play so much though, man. I play so much. Leatherhead West, what I was saying is don't use any of your plasty or diamantine because we don't know what Rebless costs. We don't know if it costs diamantine and plasteel or mainly one or the other. I bet Rebless will be diamantine heavy plasteel minimum or minimal. Hey, old gravy leg. Thank you very much for subbing, dude. That is very funny. Been a busy week here. Riggedy, good to see you, my man. TTRPG fanatic, thanks, man. I appreciate that, my guy. I did, Clatter. I did go over the Devblog, but I recorded everything, so I'm going to be putting it up right after the stream. Yeah, I imagine Earn Blessing at the very least will be diamantine heavy. Okay, let's just jump right back in. I think the game kind of freaks out when I deliver too many inputs at one time. I'm like spastic finger hands too. Subbed on YouTube for ages. Didn't even know you streamed on Twitch. I just started doing it with the launch of Darktide. And just to be perfectly transparent with you guys, I make so much money off of Twitch streaming versus YouTube streaming that I've decided to make a bigger push towards Twitch. I'm trying to make Twitch partner, so I need 75 plus average views to do that, which is a fucking pain in the ass. But I like, so if I stream on YouTube, you guys effectively need to give me donations for it to be totally worth my time. There's not good ad rate on YouTube streams. YouTube doesn't make YouTube streams really good with discoverability, and they don't make it really good for follow-through watching. They don't really necessarily push it out to your viewer base or anything like that outside of the initial, hey, he's streaming blast. So, oops, well, I guess I'm going in naked. Twitch, though, already has an established like culture of handing out subs, since you get a free sub with Prime. And those subs, at my current level, I think I get $2.50 of each sub that you do. And I've got 223 subscribers. That's so huge for me right now. That is so huge for me. So it's just a more reliable additional revenue stream. Peter Yeski, you're not wrong, dude. If I had a lot of subs on YouTube, it would definitely be worth it. Which reminds me, please do come follow me on Twitch.
Mechanicus zone. Primary function. Weapons manufacture.
Well, Greenblood Crusade, if you were to donate $100 to me in a super chat on YouTube, YouTube takes 30% of it, and it has just as bad discoverability for me streaming on YouTube. Twitch, as far as a platform goes, and the way that people that don't understand streaming value it, is way higher. Oh. Like, game companies will say, hey, we want to do a... Oh! We want to do a thing with you. Yeah, but they only take 50% of your sub. Bits, it's a much smaller rate. And you can just use Streamlabs to donate to me. Same thing on YouTube, but still. It's 50-50 now. When I make partner, it's 75-25. I hate this. I hate this. I hate that it, like, half the bullets will go through and just give me no anything. Yeah, I don't mind being 100% transparent with how income is made for me. Oh, god damn it. That's such bad fucking Counter-Strike reload syndrome. That is fitting as fuck. I love that. We're not going the right way, but they seem to know what they're doing, and I love the pizzazz. I'll follow it. That bot just downed him. Yeah, I really want bots to have the same feel as Vermintide 2 bots, and I know why they don't, because you know it's not individually hosted, but. Vermintide 2 bots are so fun. Yeah, hey, I've decked out this character. I can kind of flex it. And I can have them kind of built how I want. Oh, I didn't know I had a mauler on me. Yeah, Peter, you can say that of so many things too, like YouTube is way way harder to do a lot of stuff than it used to be. Yeah, I feel like the bot should just be like a generic set of equipment every 5 levels that is like randomized as far as its class. Yeah, that too. Gear fitting to the difficulty sounds really nice. Damn. I'm not even fucking shooting this shield. I'm shooting from behind. Do not cause that fucking metal tinking noise. I hate that. The bulwark is such a, like, buggy thing. Oh, daddy.
They come in search of cleansing rock. They shall find it! Kill it till it's over! Simple!
That's a really good idea. J. Rago says, if Fat Shark were smart, pause for laughter, they would put all the premium cosmetics on the bots to show them off. That is a really sick idea. I actually really like that. Well, oh, Bulwark has flak armor on their shoulders and arms. You have to make sure you're aiming at the lower center back. Really? Because I wasn't getting like the flak armor hit. I was getting that you're hitting the shield, there's no damage hit. What a beast of normal player on a demon host is, but go, what the fuck is that to a regular cultist with a flamer? Just in a fights tournament a few years ago, the reward was 1 Bitcoin. Traded it for a beer, as did the 6th and 7th guy. Yeah, man, you know, so many things are like that, right? You never know what's going to be the trend. But the thing with like YouTube and Twitch is they're so institutionalized nowadays. It's going to need something huge to supplant them. Which isn't to say it's not impossible. I'm just saying the fact that when you've got, okay, Amazon owns Twitch and Google owns YouTube, right? So it's like with the backing behind those two, it's so hard to contend with that. Like, how do you, in a mixed free market, how do you contend with that? How do you actually release something that can actually compete with that level of backing? And then how, conversely, do you release something that isn't just snatched up by someone who's on their level and wants to be a competitor, or by them themselves? Salesforce is a really good example of this. Salesforce has seen every single like startup software that does something that they do better, and rather than developing that piece of software to compete with them, they just buy them out. Hey, the development cost to make that competitive feature is either not as valuable as just simply buying them outright and then adding it into our software, or it's just not gonna to reap the same rewards. It's a really weird. This own platform just for game streaming. It does. Say Sparky, welcome aboard. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, you should jump on over to Twitch so I can become a partner. We're at 68 viewers. I'm gonna need way, way, way more than that. Gridshaw, thank you, dude. Oh my god, could you stop? Oh my god, I messed that up so many times. I mean, Disney is one of those things, man. When they put their Eye of Sauron on something, it's kind of worrisome. I heard that they're going to do that for, like, there were Disney's in talks with WB to acquire Harry Potter, and that's some scary shit, man. Like the Infinity Gauntlet that people make the joke about, right? Oh.
70, the body dies.
Reload, come on, go. Oh. Hero, you're not wrong. I'm just saying, like, I just don't like having... When someone tells you they're a libertarian, they're an asshole. I'll say that. If someone says that they're a libertarian, they're a jerk. Libertarian is not a true political party or affiliation. It's a theory. It's a way to disseminate political thought across a spectrum. But I will say, I like the libertarian notion that not all cool things should be governed by one single company, right? Libertarian nowadays, it's like, you're like, oh, I'm a libertarian. No, dude, you're just bipartisan. Don't be an asshole. Come on, let's stop. And the fact that bipartisan even exists is more of an asshole. Like, if old Gary Washington, if old George Washington, G-Dub, saw what we did with a bipartisan system now, he'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? We had things in place to not have this happen. Then John Adams would be like, I got you, George. That's right. Second, third president cemented a bipartisan system. He wanted a double party system, but and we're not going to get into actual. I'm just talking about like history. I love history, so I'm going to talk about that kind of stuff. We're not going to talk about actual politics. But up until like the 60s and 70s, under Nixon even, we had nationalists, we had federalists, we had more of a dissemination of just simply someone being Democrat or Republican. Even further then, into really the 50s and 60s, religion was not such a militant political thing that it is now, right? Like, oh, you know, we are of this party that affiliates with this type of Christian values. That is actually something that's only happened in the last 80 some odd years in American political systems. It used to be very separate, very, very, very separate. It's very interesting.
Good shot. I see, sharpshooter.
There's some interesting books too about that, like how Jefferson would have already led a coup on this system. Dude, Jefferson's such a fucking crazy son of a bitch. A wild ass hair of old Jeffy. Hey, the war's over. I don't care. Kill those British people. They come into New Orleans, they're gonna get shot. Yeah, that's another big thing too I was gonna say is the value system of Democratic versus Republican was different. Like if you think of the Civil War, you think the South is most obviously connected with the right, like Republican and blah 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 blah. During the Civil War, it was actually the way around. And the real War of Independence was the War of 1812. Because up until that point, Britain had just kind of looked at us like wayward colonies that need to be brought back into the fold. The War of 1812, we actually cemented ourselves as true separate entities from the British Empire. And they too acknowledged it. That was kind of what the Treaty of 1812 laid out. And the Battle of New Orleans, which killed the fuck out of tons of British soldiers. All because the opening portions of the battle, a cannonball took off the general's head. And at that time, in the late 1700s, early 1800s, up to like 1840 something, orders were disseminated down. They were not. A sergeant did not act on their own accord. They didn't act upon, like, you know, there's a term for it, like self-battle awareness thing, something. I don't know. Basically, I am a sergeant. I'm making a judgment call. I can see what's in front of me. I don't need the general's permission to do this. I can do it. Someone probably that knows military history on that era knows the term better than I do. But because like lieutenants and sergeants and everything like that relied on the correspondence from their higher ups, that resulted in a massive amount of casualties because they just kind of sit there taking gunfire for a long time in the Battle of New Orleans. And it's something like it's a blown out proportion number, right? But it's something like 18 Americans died in the Battle of New Orleans, and it was like hundreds and thousands of British soldiers died in the Battle of New Orleans, which was like 2 weeks after the treaty was signed. Yeah, dude, Peter Jeski just nailed it right there. They still look at us as a wayward colony. I don't think so anymore, man. Yes, per burst, Clatter. You're fine. You're not derailing it. You're bringing it back to what the subject matter is. I just kind of went on a random tangent because I wanted to. Oh. Oh, dude, Elden Lord over there just thick dicking it. I love it. I think one of the criminally under taught or talked about subjects in at least American history is the Reformation period. It is the current climate of a lot of things is explained by the Reformation, which we just don't really talk about because it nearly started a second civil war, and it's like, hey, just don't talk about that. Don't talk about the armed militia that charged the White House. and took the, not the College of Cardinals, what's it called? Electoral College hostage. It's pretty wild, man. I'm not gonna lie. The Reformation period for America was wild. No. That's not it, TTRPG. I'm not going with that. But it did lead to a lot of... So because of that, they made the... it's a specific revolt. It's the name of it. It's like it's got a guy's name, Revolt, right? It's like John's Revolt or something like that. And basically the premise is a lot of southern... not southern people. It just... the South in general. Like the former Confederate States. Did an armed march on the White House, held the Electoral College hostage, and the principle for them was, we want a bigger stake in things, because it was right after the Civil War, and they felt that they had just been castrated, similar to how the result of World War I was. And I mean, there you go, Peter. And the result was what eventually leads to Jim Crow laws, but also, you know, the statement like, you know, no president can be elected if they don't win the Bible Belt. That was put in place by them. They were kind of saying like, okay, well, you kind of need our support now from now on. And it wasn't like a direct, like, you need the South. It was the amount of electoral votes associated to the South. It's a pretty interesting little bit of history that, like I said, not very talked about. Choked on my spit. I didn't know about that, man.
Getting some payback.
Is this okay level of conversation? I feel like this is just enough acceptable levels of politics without it actually being about politics. It's more about history. I think the US Brits had more pressing worries on the continent, to be fair, and was a few thousand deaths. What do you mean, arachnophilia? You're talking about the War of New Orleans? I was saying, like, in that, like, it was written in that sense of, like, the victors, like, we only took 3 wounded. Meanwhile, the Britons died by the millions. That's what I was talking about. Battle of Athens. Dude, the Barbary Wars are some of my favorite things. It's basically like American piracy.
You another criminal, tech priest?
Yeah, I don't like talking about current politics, man. That's just boring, dude. Like, wait until that's history, then I'll talk about that.
I trust not those who obfuscate their true intent with
Oh, absolutely, deleted accent, absolutely. Well, arachnophilia, yeah. I mean, you look at history at that point. The people that were sent over in the War of 1812 were like grizzled Napoleonic War veterans. Those motherfuckers were the hardest of the hard. They had fought the French Empire. They had won, and they had won when the odds were extremely stacked against them. And the biggest problem too with the battle of with War of 1812 is they came over not knowing the land. You know, like you're talking about soldiers with no real idea of the climate, no real idea of anything, and they had come over at a time when they were still in the winter gear of the battle or the Napoleonic Wars in Waterloo. So you had people in heavy wool fucking is it wool or linen that doesn't breathe? It's wool, I think. Like garments, trying to fight all throughout southern portions of America, where it was just humid as fuck, and they didn't know the lay of the land. They were going up and down the Potomac, going all ass wild. Oh, it's linen then. And then a freak hurricane saves the day, you know? Was wool? Okay. Then I was wrong. It's always commentary on what is important to us and forcing others to get along with certain guys. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of the problem, right? Like, it's like I've said, like, I've spoken about, like, people's propensity to get very toxic and say, I'm coming, Harry. Tank that. Like Warhammer 40k gatekeepy bullshit stuff, right? Those people are coming from a passion. They're not gatekeeping because they don't like 40k. They're gatekeeping because they love it and they don't want it to. They don't want their escapism to get tarnished. And I understand it, right? Like I understand that sense of especially because for a lot of people, being a nerd growing up was not cool until it was cool, you know? And a lot of us that grew up with 40k or World of Warcraft or Dungeons and Dragons, we were ostracized for liking those things for a long time, or people just didn't understand it. They were like, oh, you like that? I don't know what the fuck that is. And I think that the big thing is it defined those people. It defined me. Like, dude, I still think about those quotes from books, and sounds cringe and whatever. I don't give a fuck, but like, I still think about like quotes that I've read from Black Library books or stuff from lore, because I read it during a really formative time in my life. So it's a very personal, very insular and strong thing for me. It's a personality identifying thing. So people being very rabid about it, it comes from a passion point, because it's like, hey, this is something very sacred to me, and I don't want it to get messed up. I don't want people to come in and fuck it up, and so on and so forth. And I think that politics, by and large, have a lot of that attached to it. It's just that people are so hostile with their opinions nowadays because our vernacular is so polarizing. We're never just hungry, we're starving. Oh, get away from me. Oh, fuck, I knew he'd grab it. We're never thirsty, we're parched. It's never just a simple thing, right? And I think it's Gen Z's ruining America. No, I think it's just because of the way that we consume things is in such small format, such small, brief format, that we use the hyperbolic terms as much as possible to be as shorthanded, a short form as possible. And that results in, it's like, dude, like someone going like, oh my god, I couldn't buy the Yeezys that were on sale. I'm so depressed. Like, what? Don't you just mean upset, sad, frustrated, annoyed? Any other word other than, hey, I can't get out of bed today because I just don't feel like being alive. You know, like, we've equated so many words and boiled them down to what their base emotion is rather than what they actually mean as the extrapolation of its larger, of its more intense intention, right? I think another big reason, I'm just learning more and more about the Napoleonic War. Again, that's another thing that's really not covered very much in American history. I'm trying to get you, got you. Is that the 1800s were a really wild time of borders being redrawn on the non-stop. You have a 30 Years' War, which I think happens after Napoleon, right? Yeah, right. Like OCD, like, oh, I'm sorry. I just had to fix this little card on your desk to match up with the angle because I got OCD. Like, no, dude. OCD is like, I have to go turn the knob a bunch of times because I need to hear the click. Because if I don't hear the click, then I don't know that it's right. And what right is who knows what that means. Like, OCD is a clinical diagnosed thing. Saying like, oh man, oof, sorry guys, my OCD. Gotta always have this on or that on. Like, that's not an OCD, man. I'm Gen X and I agree right now people are way too hyperbolic. That's alright, man. Nuance is dying out, I feel like, sometimes. It's also an attention-seeking thing to stand out among the others. Why would it just be good when you can be... Oh my god, fantastic. There was one guy... I talked about this last in like one of my Dead Space streams, but that's my friend John Connolly. He would always be like, oh... the waitress or the waiter would bring over water as part of their job. Like, hey, here's the water for the table. Oh my God, you're a saint. Oh, I was parched. I needed this water more than anything. It's like, dude, you just calm the fuck down. 2 centuries before Napoleonic Wars. Thank you, Beta Wolf. Beta Wolf. Literally can't stand when people are like that. I think literally, in the connotation of its literal sense, is very fun to use. Like, if I said, oh, smog daddy. If I said, oh man, the power sword is great. It's literally going to give me rending. It really does. It gives me rending. It's right there. It says 3 rending on energized hit. I'm dying. No, you're annoying. Let's be an anti-social media, Chad. Dude, my social media is filled with me lifting without pants on because I come from an Olympic weightlifting background and memes. And me talking to Roman. Once found him washing hands 2 in the morning, hands bleeding as I've been doing it since 11 p.m. It's 11 p.m., right? Nope, 10 p.m. See, that's my point, man. Like, real OCD is a real fucking thing. And was the creation of German Empire and the various Balkan wars. Yeah, see, German history, it gets crazy, especially in the Victorian era. Oh, I know, little sleepy puppy. I often use the phrase, thank you, you're a gentleman and a scholar, on those rare occasions when people actually help me. Yo, 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 daddy, yo.
Yo.
Switch all this shit over. Game DAC, that's over there. And then this. Properties. Dude, I was going on some unholy tears earlier, so you missed some rife conversation.
I saw you guys were talking about OCD.
And we had conversations about OCD. We were talking about politics, the Reformation.
I've told you I have OCD, right? Like actually diagnosed OCD.
No, I just thought you were very thorough. No, I'm just kidding.
I am.
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
So when someone says, hey, oh, sorry, I had to fix those like cards on your desk, I've got OCD, does that trigger you, or do you just go, you peasant, you don't understand?
Yeah, it can be pretty frustrating, yeah.
And that's what we were talking about, is like when someone says, I've got OCD, sorry, I have to do this small little thing that's not an OCD thing, and does not understand that OCD has like clicks, actual ticks and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, oh, the pins aren't straight on my desk, ha ha ha, OCD, ha ha ha. Like, no, OCD is terrible. OCD takes up sometimes hours of my day and causes me lack of sleep. It is not fun for anyone.
I do not like it, Sam, I am. Well, I appreciate the human being that you've become. OCD or not.
Someone has to, statistically.
Statistically. You're
My
you're like over your shoulder, ain't that right, babe? She's like, I hate you.
She's eating a burrito bowl. She couldn't be happier right now.
Opinion on changes being made to penances? Where'd that come from, Beta Wolf? Did you ever watch the Jojo Rabbit movie? Kid Who Likes Hitler, not the anime. No, J-Rogo, I did not. It's very rare that Hitler gets brought up in my streams. Colonial Wars 2, Opium Wars, Taking India, Wars in Africa, the Magdi Uprising, Boer War, Zulu Wars. The U.S. has its Mexican Wars, big stick policy. Russian is constant uprising and wars in the East. Are you talking about like British imperialism versus U.S. imperialism / consumerism? I'm just saying, guys, Ike had it right. I mean, that's what Ike was saying. He was like, do not let America become a military-industrial complex and profit off of war, or else it will result in those things. As a fellow history buff with a similar sense of humor, I would recommend it for you. What is it, J. Brago? What are you talking about? Oh, Jojo Rabbit movie. That's it. Okay. All right, I'll take a look. Maybe I did. Maybe I think
really good.
I think I know. Let me look it up. I think I know this one.
It's with Taika Waititi.
Oh yeah, okay. So I saw this and I wanted to watch it, but I never. And Taika Waititi plays Hitler, right?
Yeah, he does. It's really good. It's really good. If you like Taika Waititi's humor.
I very much do. It's on Disney Plus. Oh no, that's. Is it really? I think it actually is on Disney Plus. A German boy learns his mom is hiding an enemy in his clever World War II satire. That's it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's on fucking Disney Plus.
I love it.
Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, and Vudu. Warhammer 40k is our future.
Parts of Warhammer 40k are now.
I don't know. I think we got a really cool, fun future coming because I'm super optimistic about cool things that I find out about. H-Man is hilarious. The Bingley, Britain never had a military industrial complex. We had a global trade complex that ended up being backed by our military. Yes, but I will say British imperialism derailed far more countries than it helped. I think we are already fighting aliens on this planet. O'Doyle rules. Dude, there's so many fucking cool things about, like... Yeah, the Dolce Base Wars! That's what I was going to talk about! I love that stuff. What are you playing as? What are you going to do?
I was going to play my Zealot. It's the only thing I have weeklies left on. We can do whatever you'd like.
I'm still kind of sussing out this Vraks. Let me see.
Is your chat, I'm sure you guys have already talked about it. Is your chat hyped about the announcements today?
We were talking about it when I covered it, like when I actually recorded it. Because I did it on stream. About like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, Daddy does not like it. It's 324. Go fucking suck a dick. I think like the biggest thing that like FedSun, I think FedSun, you're not here right now, right? Yeah, I think he's gone. But FedSun and I were talking about like in the the perk re-rolling thing. Why is it random? Like just let me pay a higher cost and then let me choose the perk. If you're
yeah, for sure.
If you're gonna lock it, at least let me do that.
Yeah, it's a strange system because I see what they were going for, but in reality, people aren't going to stop early just because it costs a little more to keep rolling. You know what I mean? Like, You're almost always just going to keep rolling until it's free, and then you can get what you want. So, yeah, it's a strange system.
Right. I totally agree. For those that don't know what we're talking about the dev diary that went through the challenges, quote unquote, that they had with Jesus Christ, man, the crafting system and how the crafting system is going to be implemented, and it's coming in the next patch, which I don't know if the next patch is going to happen with the comms link and then a day or two after or a week after. I don't know how they're going to set it up.
I don't know either. I will be happy if we get it by the end of February.
I think we'll probably do mid to late February. That's what it sounds like. Cheapest shot. Then they got designer uniforms too. Damn Nazis had the fashion game unlocked. So those uniforms you're talking about were terrible. Terrible. They're really cool. Like I think like World War II across all of the different fighting forces had some of the coolest uniforms next to World War I. World War I had some pretty badass uniforms, but yeah, the Wehrmacht their uniforms, they had plastic hooks that held all those things on, and they wouldn't lock into place. So they'd be running, and you're just running from location to location. You might knock something, and oh, there goes your whole entire thing that was holding all of your ammunition for your fucking Car 98. Well, there you go. And you're not gonna just jump back and grab it. You're being shot at. Cause I always wondered what the colors meant. So, light blue was the Luftwaffe. The grayish, like dark gray, was the Wehrmacht. Black was SS or top ranking. That sandy color, I don't remember if it was the Navy or if it was the Armored Corps. Does anyone know? But I had no idea like that, because I always wondered, I'm like, why is this motherfucker rolling through in a white suit? In a white suit, and he, like, what is this one? Hey, no sir. Absolutely not, young man. Thank you. I think more the dress uniforms. I don't really know the just the dress uniforms is what I'm thinking of, because it's like you always see like in Indiana Jones, you know. Took his cone off, so he's just like pressing against me like wild lately. Oh, Wehrmacht was the whole armed force. I thought the Wehrmacht was only the like quote unquote army. Well, thank you very much for that correction, Erskine. Again, I don't really. This is a recent discovery of mine. The real question is, come up. When do we get colorful uniforms in the Warhammer 40k universe? Although I guess the individual guards have to have cool, like Vostorians have cool uniforms. I think everyone can agree that the most boring uniforms are easily Deathcore Krieg. No one likes them. Thank you, I will hydrate right now. Here. I love the Deathcore Krieg uniform, I was kidding.
I'm gonna get eaten.
Don't worry, I will kill it before it does. There you go. But it still will blow up all over you. Good puppy. So you excited to play Crusader Kings 3? Forget about it. Are you, you decided what you're gonna start as?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start in I'm sorry, I'm getting attacked. I think I'm gonna start with 8th in what is it, 886?
Yeah, 867.
Or 886. I think it's Alfred. I think it's Brown. Regardless, Alfred's dead.
Yeah. You're gonna have a good time. I think by and large most people play in 867, with 1066 is kind of like the, alright, I want a specific thing out of this in CK3. Dude.
Yeah, because obviously I don't know a ton about all the mechanics and things, but I assume that a lot of the more medieval, what we think of as like medieval structures and things are not in place until that 1066 time frame, right?
Sort of, yeah. It's also like 1066. You've got, hey, no, heal. I believe I gave you the command of down. Thank you, good boy. 1066, most of the tribal, like, quote-unquote pagans have moved over to feudal. And that means that they've got better fortifications and more militia. So anyone who's tribal in 1066, it's harder for you to raid things because things just have better forts and more stuff to come at you with. 867 is a little more build your own adventure because you're going from the ground up.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been watching a lot of your videos.
Full famous YouTuber.
probably gonna start tonight, I think.
Well, if you need help, let me know.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Yeah, I'm not going to the gym today, so I can screen share with you and help you out.
There's no direct objectives in CK3, right? It's like mostly sandbox.
Yeah, it's 100%, and that's kind of the best part about it. Like, do you want to create the super empire of Britannia, or do you want to say, oh, you know what? Well, what if the English went and just focused all their efforts on France, and you became like Wessex, France? So it's pretty fun, like in that regard.
I think my favorite part about all your like tutorial CK3 videos is your like example kingdom that you always use.
Apulia?
Yeah. So getting to hear you do all the names like every single time cracks me up.
Robert Guiscard.
And Guy.
Roger de Hauteville. There's a Twitch streamer named CDN the Third, and he was he right when CK3 came out, he's like very like New York. He's like, I fucking don't understand this fucking shit. Dude, so let's go ahead and look up like more Boston. Like let's go look up a guide on it. And he brought up my guide once, and I said, you know, here we're playing as Robert Guiscard. He goes, Robert? Who the fuck his name's Robert? What's wrong with this guy?
New Englanders.
Yeah. Fuck.
I'd say never change, but you won't.
Yeah, right? I love the whole, like, the notion of, like, someone on the East Coast is, like, they'll pull over on the side of the street if you got a flat tire and help you out. But they'll insult you the entire time they do it. Like, oh, you fucking idiot, or you fucking didn't wipe your fucking tires? What's wrong with you? Like...
Yeah, as opposed to the West Coast.
Yeah, someone also help him out. Because it's also like it's the West Coast. Like, it's a sunny day out. He'll love it.
They're fine. And then the one guy that does finally help you does so, but spends the next 45 minutes telling you about their screenplay.
Yeah, I was about to say about their script. You know, though, it's illegal to run out of gas in California.
Really?
Yeah, if you're on the side of the road with without like an actual problem, like if you are on the side of the road because you ran out of gas, you get a ticket. Cops are probably not going to actually do that, but you never know, right? You get a really bored CHP officer, he got you.
Yep. It's one of those things where it's like if you give them an excuse, then you know it's just something that they can hit you with.
Well, now I'm giving you a ticket. That's why when I run out of gas on the side of the road, I make sure to do it in a European bathing suit. Full bulge.
They love it.
Always got a honk from the officers then. In LA County, you can call like 211 or something, and there are county vehicles that come help you with basic shit. Are you kidding me? I've been living here my entire life. I didn't know that. You know who probably know? You know, it's like there's always like that like forgotten knowledge that our parents know about or our grandparents know about, like that they just never imparted to us because I think they think that we know. Like that's one of them. I didn't fucking
Call
know.
211, Ryan.
Yeah, my
You
mom
never fucking told me that, Mom.
I'm like, Mom, yeah, what the fuck? How was I supposed to know? My dad be like, you know. Like, what do you mean I know? I don't fucking know. Or you know that the number on a highway denotes whether or not it is north or south, or I'm sorry.
That I do.
Well, like I recently found out about that. My fucking grandpa probably knew because he was a truck driver, and he didn't tell my ass. Oh, I can't. I'm trying to get this guy to open himself up to me. You know what I mean? The worst fucking thing in the world is the bulwark. I hate them so much. Ugh. There's no way he was that close to me. I have failed you. Fedson's back. We were just talking about you, Fedson. Dude, my fucking grandpa was cutthroat. Oh, come on.
He's a vet. He does not have the stam to get you up through blocks.
Arr! Dude, but can he clutch? Bold move, Cotton. I mean, this guy's actually been a G with this thing, so. Or how a number of buildings go up and down in the street depending if it is along a diagonal or near a river, if the city has a river. I didn't know that. You really can't, Rancor. I don't want to just get just a little bit of room. Boomerang Mall. Guys, we got 26 of you watching from YouTube. Please do jump on over to Twitch if you can. We're at 81 viewers, trying to get that 75 average viewer. Oh, it's 511? Okay. As soon as you turn your back on the enemies in this game, they instantly get stretchy arms and hit you from like 20 feet away. Dude, this guy's getting it. Dude. Which one is this?
I think it's the fast one. I think that's the one.
Dude, look at that top tier. He knows about the jumping.
He knows the jump.
He knows the jumps. Jesus. Guy just went ass over teacups. Oh, fuck. That might be it for our friend here.
Oh, there's going to be a big problem with the Catachan.
Oh, man. I believe in him. I believe in Zero here. Oh, this Fanatic's going to bulldoze through everything. And it's gonna put him. Oh, there it is. Put him in a world of hurt and ending it for him.
Yeah, it's a good track. Yeah, it might have been the Mark II.
Yeah, it might have been, yeah. I was pretty...
It was either the 1 or the 2. It definitely wasn't the 3.
Brutal. You guys want me to... You know, I'm going to switch over to the brace auto gun and we'll do the commando build. It's where you play the game without underwear on. How often do you game in pajamas? Smog.
Well, I'm in pajamas.
Fucking
5% of my life.
deadbeat.
Yep.
See you on 1 sec.
Work from home, man. I'm in pajamas almost all the time.
Oh, wow. You know, I actually don't wear pajamas very often. I'm a super hot individual. Like, I am sexually a hot man. No, I run very hot. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's a pretty cool combination. That's a pretty cool kit bash. Like, queue is for whatever you want. Whatever you need for your dailies.
Let's see, we got a bunch of them refreshing here in the next 20 seconds.
Fedson, I've needed, I have a duvet, a quilt with a duvet, but I only use it this time of year. Otherwise, I just sleep on a fitted sheet with a blanket. I don't. A really lightweight blanket. I barely need that kind of coverage. No, dude, FedSun, it's actually the highs here in SoCal the last like February I'd say since December. The high has been like 50 something, which is very cold for us. Like, I would wake up to walk Roman and it would be like 37 degrees out with a lot of wind chill.
I forget, Sparty, you're from SoCal, right?
Yep, born and raised. Without the obvious inclination of seeming like a Californian, but also seeming like a Californian. Fedson, I'm very much like a shorts unless it's raining type person. Well, it's 37 degrees Celsius in the UK. Right, Bingley? Is that what you mean?
How may this humble unit assist you?
Oh, 37 Fahrenheit right now? Fuck, dog. Yeah, I'm so glad I did not take up creative assembly on moving to fucking England. Oh, man. Tell you what, partner, that would not been fun.
God, I would have loved that.
Yeah. Dude, FedSun. We went to the UK once and it was during its big heat wave a couple years back, Turin and I, and it was rough. Totally different heat than California. Because you're way like the sun is okay, the sun in California is yellow. It's like the difference between being in like a white light room or a yellow light room. In the UK, it was white. It was very like merciless. The humidity actually wasn't the problem, Abertril. It was like dead summer, so it was like August, July time. And it was just no AC, because it's not part of UK, and just
Another loyal
bad. I got sunburned so quickly, and I was barely in the sun. Barely in the sun. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, we're at 88 viewers on Twitch. Please do jump over to Twitch. Yeah, they're built to retain. So, Abertril, it's kind of the same thing down here in SoCal, right? Like, we're not built, the buildings, there's no natural overhangs on buildings or walkways or anything like that. Dude, we got 3 inches of rain in like a day or two period the other week, and people were like, it's like a monsoon, I've never seen it like this. I'm like, dude, oh my god, you're an idiot. It used to be like this when I was growing up, but by and large, Southern California is not built for any kind of rain, let fucking alone snow.
poorly disciplined citizens. Oh my god. No surprise corruption going to this place.
Kindly confine communication to operational matters.
It's a corking warren, ain't it? Can't imagine working down here, much less living.
There are parts of Southern California without AC. You live in like a lot of like San Diego or Santa Barbara does not have AC because you're on a beach. What do you need the AC for? You just open up the window, you crazy horse. You get in the pond if you're gonna act like a silly goose.
They toil ardently in the Emperor's name.
Who has played Dark and Darker in stream? Yeah, LA is fucking cesspit, dude. I hate LA. Not enough butter in it. What's up, lesson? There was a game I was going to ask if you guys would want to see me play. Oh, that was it. We were talking about, like, what's your favorite game of all time? I'm doing a poll. Doing a poll, guys. Manage poll. New poll. Would you watch me play the new season of Path of Exile? Yeah, 3-minute poll. Go ahead and vote, guys. Would you watch me play the new season in March of Path of Exile? Dude, I couldn't. Georgia is not a place for me. Although I'm thinking about going to Dragon Con, where Smog is going to be. Yes! Oh, that's right, I'm not using the other one anymore. No, fucking shield. Path of Exile is too fast for you? As an electrician list, say we're making a killing on HVAC in the Pacific Northwest recent years. My friends are trying to open an HVAC company. Path of Exile, the more important are the games themselves. Path, Diablo, etc. are boring to watch. It's true. It's one of the most streamed games on Twitch. And it would be my first Path of Exile season. I played Path of Exiles before, but not like as not with an actual season. Oh fuck! I just realized what that was. Sorry, Smog.
It's all good.
No one kills those things better than I do. Well, it's the same. It's the same developers of Diablo 2. I will also be playing Diablo 4 when it comes out.
What are you playing first? Party?
Probably Necromancer. It's my. Well, same with you.
No.
Oh, what are you gonna play? A hot waifu wizard?
Yeah. It's the only thing I know.
Actually, I booted up Diablo Immortal Offense, and I was surprised at how much I liked it. But I also liked it when I played it at BlizzCon. I just have no interest in spending money on those things. Hey, hey! Out of this! Yeah, they said they're gonna have like battle pass seasons and stuff like that, so I'm really kind of worried or curious how they're gonna do D4, but it's a only 8 of you guys voted, and it's a 50-50. When I got 91 viewers.
Helpful.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Cy Sparky. I'm not a fan of PoE or Diablo, but would 100% watch the stream regardless. See, that's great.
Autumn, gift him a sub.
Yes, so give him a sub. Speaking of, if you guys have a Twitch sub, Prime sub that you have not used, and it is not spoken for some another streamer, please do use it on me, as I need to live. This is my full-time job. I mean, J. Rago, what have we talked about today on stream? None of it has to do with Darktide. I hate this. Oh, that was a full health kill. What's your best guess for Darktide console release? No idea, man. My best advice would be get a PC at this point, at this rate. Just know that whatever you get when the console release launches will be way better than us PC gamers ever had when it started.
You're welcome for being your beta tester.
Yeah, man. You're welcome, bro. And I haven't been to E3 in so long. Used to go every year when I worked at GameStop. Because they would send us. Ah! Motherfucker.
What fell beast could have made such a hole?
Full charge station here, Spartan.
Oh, let me get that full charge. I have a headache, and I think it is from dehydration. Also, guys, if you are wanting to get involved with the community that we've got going here for the channel and everything, type in !Discord, and you can find a link to my Discord server. Just come on, join in. You can get help with any game you're playing, chat with some cool bros, show off Warhammer minis, whatever it is you want to do. God damn it. I keep forgetting I'm not using that. Okay, there we go. Reset it, reset it. Yeah, good. Reset it. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Just the fact that I'm resetting off shooters makes it so good. Damn it. Oh. There we go. Too much masturbation? Nope, that's not the case right now.
Ready in crowd control. Grab the ammo.
Sitting in the bathtub, masturbating 3 hours on end.
Step gunner.
Yeah, honestly, like if you're a dude, masturbating in a bathtub just sounds messy and not fun. Like, women, it sounds revitalizing and enjoyable. Put a candle on, just go to town. For a guy, it's like, oh great, now I got a mess. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that semen becomes an active liquid cement when combined with water, you don't need to test it. Trust me, I've done the evaluation, the scientific research for you. It is the worst thing.
Peer reviewed by Smog.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, Smog sounds like he can attest to this. Nothing sounds worse than ejaculating on my own hand, body, anything, and then something of the water making that into just like the worst thing possible. You got hair on your knuckles? Guess what? Your knuckles are gonna get torn up as soon as that dries. Elmer's glue would be easier. It's like liquid cement. Oh, you left it on Darktide stream, Jinro.
Data interrogation rate acceptable.
Let's mess because man is billed as an evolutionary to fall asleep. That can't be true. Like, I have never understood the, alright, blew a load, gonna go sleep like a baby. I'm like, that is not how I feel. It sounded like Smog could attest to that as well with the opening of your mouth at the beginning of that. You're like,
Yeah, I've never had any kind of correlation, I don't think,
Yeah.
with like being sleepy after.
Like, for me, I'm like, cool, let's go do fun, exciting things now.
Yeah, for me it's more of like a, well, that's out of the way now.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
actually
Really?
be productive.
It is, right? You know, like, liquid cement, ew. P to clean the ducts, and then the metabolism shuts down. Only with women, not masturbate. Interesting. This is the one thing I don't like about the brace auto gun. 23 meters, I can't eat shit.
Grenade prime and throw him.
Just one thing? Yeah, I mean, for the most part, we like it.
You are not a complete failure. Well done, I suppose.
What are you talking about, Haunted Sniper? What are you talking about, man?
Makes me uncomfy.
Yeah. Getting smacked by a whole map. Any quick tips on your strengths over 1400? Jordan, I'm a little confused by that one. Fless, can you drill down on that for me? Flesson19 is here, and he is the god of all things Bannerlord related. Any quick tips on strength? Tips, our strength is over 1400 or 14,000? What do you mean by that? Oh, cool, great.
God, the whole world out there is scab shooters.
Yep. Which I get damage bonus on, but Haunted Sniper, you need to drink more water and you need to start using aloe because you should not have woolly black hair and dry skin. I'm terrified for your personal skin hygiene regimens. You need to be putting retinol on your face before you go to sleep, too. I have the advantage of secreting extra virgin olive oil from all of my glands at all times, and having a light aroma of an aged hard cheese too. So
it's like your racial bonus.
It is. It is my racial bonus.
It's like a D&D thing.
It definitely is. Yeah, man. But your stealth skill is minimized for your unnecessary need to always exposit and talk with your hands.
Obstacle cleared. Move out to colon control.
Ammo price.
Oh, look at you. Also hair. Oh yeah. You have a +1 frost resistance. I would love to know the. It's not etymology. The anthropology. I don't know behind that, and why Italians are particularly hairy people when they come from the Mediterranean, which is not a hairy, which is like a very not cold location. Oh! Girth got girthed! Could be because all the German, French, and I would say Greek inbreeding, but it aids our swimming. Got pox in my mouth. Interesting. Aerodynamics in the water. Just fucking float right through that shit.
Focus fire. Aye.
I swear I brought this up on stream, but so when competing for Olympic weightlifting, you compete in a weight class, and what your total is, you're then judged. There's an equation that works across your weight class and your what's it called? Junior, senior, masters, stuff like that. And it gives you like it spits out a value, and that's what's used to like essentially rate you. But oh my god. With that, you weigh in an hour before you lift. And oh my god damn it. Switch to the fucking... I pressed Q like a million times to switch to my gun, as this gunner just butt-fucked me at close range.
I hate that.
Oh my god.
It's like almost only on Damnation, but weapon switch inputs get eaten so bad.
Right? Oh, god damn it.
Definitely not just you.
But you used to compete at 94 kilo, and you have to weigh in an hour before. You have a good idea of what your weight is, because you train just slightly above your weight, so that come actual meet day, you don't have to cut the whole ton. So, my roommate who was competing with me at the time, I was like, yeah, man, I gotta shave my body beforehand. And he comes from water polo, and he's like, what do you mean you shave? You know, you're not gonna be more aerodynamic. I'm like, listen, dude, I'm gonna. I weighed myself. I was like, look how much I weigh right now, and I think it was like 95 kilos. I was like, I'm gonna shave myself and drop to 93, 94. And he's like, you're full of shit. Shaved myself, weighed myself again, 93.5 kilos. He's like, I can't fucking believe that you had almost 3 pounds of hair that you shaved off of your body. I'm like, believe it, brother. That's what having chest and back hair is like. Server running on dual core, can't process 2,000 dudes. Yeah, man, make sure, Jordan, you go check out Flesson19 on YouTube. He has his own YouTube channel, and he has tons of great Bannerlord content, man, bro. all in the crotch. Dude, if you expect your significant other to be shellacked down south, to have a cool mommy beaver, what is wrong with me? Then you too must reciprocate, and you must maintain your undercarriage. You should be shellacking your undercarriage on a semi-consistent basis with like a 2-3 month rotation. Use my link to Manscaped. I wish I had that. It feels good. It feels good. To shellac that thing. Yeah, man. I actually call it impeaching the president. It's my favorite term. You hit that thing bi-weekly? Dude, you must have amazing growth. You eating collagen? God damn it. Yeah, I'm no longer a sneak partner. I need to get Manscaped on my bill, or an actual like computer peripheral company.
I know Manscaped does do like streamer and YouTuber sponsorships. I see them all the time.
I should look for that. Open it up with you guys. If you're not shellacking your undercarriage and impeaching your president twice a month, you're doing a disservice to you and your significant other. Don't make it a forest fire down there. No one wants to floss with your steel wool. Yeah, because it's like, you wash your hair and maybe you condition it. You know that shit's soft. Oh! I fucked that up. And that one. Oh, what the hell's going on? That was wild. And down south hair is just rough and tumble by comparison. It's like a beard that never gets washed and never gets beard oil. I don't want any part of that. Stay hard as a clothing line? That'd be actually really funny. Also, the best perk about manscaping yourself, you dry off so much faster after a shower. Holy shit. Another hygiene tip, you should not be using all-in-one soaps because the pH balance of your face and head and body are 3 different pH balances. Trust me, guys, I used to be a very smelly fat kid who never showered and didn't take care of himself, so I'm making up for it now. Oh, God. I cannot reach him, Sam I am. Oh. Life Tips channel. I might do a late night Dark and Darker stream. That'd be kind of fun, like you and I just fucking around Dark and Darker.
Yeah, it would be fun.
I mean, it's definitely just like an enjoyable, like, oh shit type of game.
that. Us with that with that rogue.
That guy just... I was trying to hit him, but I thought you were him like 5 times. So you kept swinging in front of my camera like a fucking Blair Witch Project. Yeah, that rogue. Oh shit, you knocked over.
Like 4 times in a row, I would run by you. Oh god! Oh, it's you! Oh god! Oh, it's you!
I didn't even know rogues could do that. I've never played the rogue in that game. Like... I do think that game has a little bit of superficial difficulty, though, linked to character movement and maneuverability.
Yeah, it's not super tight in terms of like hitboxes. Like,
Yeah, very much not that.
It's very, yeah. It's fun though.
I just think that since it's so alpha, I think that there are just a lot of animations that are not, like, in. But your character's, like, tiptoeing everywhere, you know? D&D and Darktide are great games to play with friends, drunk or not. I mean, hey, do not do that. Smog can attest to that. I'm very high on the weekends when we play.
You usually give it as like a disclaimer when you get on Discord.
Guys, I am currently quite high.
Ready, pack down. Healing.
Because I know if anyone's gonna get mad, it's gonna be Grim. He's like, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
He's like, oh man, Grim was watching me play and just tearing apart everything I was doing. I wish it would have been so funny if it was on stream. He was like, why do you do this? Why do you do that? You're just wasting so much time. I'm like, I just want to play the game I want to play, Grim. You get that I'm 20 again vibe at 40 plus.
Town is destroyed.
I have the advantage of acting like I'm 20 for the last 15 years. But by God, am I great at my taxes and other things that I have to do as an adult. Such as take care of you. You hear me back there? Yeah, that's right. Little goblin. Oh, whoops. Oops. Down.
Well struck.
Yes, good boy, bub. I'm getting... Roman's starting to get immune to the fucking pain meds. Oh! That dog just went right over the edge.
He's flying. Got him.
Poop down. Oh, is he really still alive down there?
Yeah, he was just floating, and I shot him and he fell over.
That's hilarious. I was gonna say. I feel like we've been defending the supply chain forever. I wonder if it's...
There's probably 1 or 2 enemies stuck in the train.
Oh yeah, there's behind. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, really. There we go. Oh shit. That's It's gonna be so disappointing when we get actual like space jet fighters, because they're not gonna be like single fuselage like this with like sets of like afterburners behind them. It's gonna be covered in fucking directional little like hydrogen. I don't remember what it is, but little jets to kind of like constantly like tune its
like
direction.
Yeah,
yeah, like this is boring.
I mean, they also probably won't even be manned by that point, right? It'll all just be like drone warfare.
Hydrosign, yeah. I mean, 100%.
Like the carriers and stuff will be manned by like, you know, a team, but like why would we're almost getting to that point now where like why would you train a pilot? Why would you waste that money when a computer can just do it better?
Because then the premise of Top Gun 3 doesn't get to exist, Smog.
Well, if 130-year-old Tom Cruise has anything to say about it, Top Gun 3 will happen.
You're goddamn right.
And he's going to look better then than I do now.
Yeah, come on, Maverick. We're in the space program now. He's like, but we still need pilots. Starts running from missiles and kinetic energy or kinetic things still in the year 2143.
You guys want to play space volleyball?
Yeah, dude, it's just like the fucking scene from Starship Troopers where they're playing like smash ball football.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
That was the first movie I ever saw boobies in.
Really?
Very formative for me, yeah.
I guess at that point, I think I'd already seen boobies in the movie Striptease or Showgirls. I think it's Showgirls. Not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have two older brothers, right? So it's like I've been seeing some shit probably earlier than I should have. I must take a pee. And while I run that pee, I shall run a small 1-minute ad break. I'll be right back, guys. 1 sec. Here. Hi. Sit. Meow. Yes, good boy, stay. We're getting some... Yeah, you guys can hear that, huh? I just closed the door. Sorry about that. Let me know if you guys can still hear it. Hopefully it stops here pretty soon. They have to tear up a little piece of the the wall right outside my front door because it was leaking during the rain. And Roman was freaking out. But this should just need to demo this one little spot real fast, so I apologize, guys. And you guys know the rules here. If you're watching on YouTube, please jump over to Twitch. Thank you, Machine Wraith. Appreciate that, man. It shouldn't be for long. Man, they're really going to town down there. I can hear it. I hear them smashing apart buildings. I want this to be a good las gun, but it's just not. The 4 cannot hold a candle to the 12.
It can certainly give you arthritis.
You ain't wrong, brother. And I want a good recon las to try and make a recon las gun build, but I've just not found a single one to spawn that's like...
Yeah, I don't know. Recons are neat and they're fun on lower difficulties, but yeah, they're just not there. They just over nerfed Infernus, so like even that build doesn't work anymore.
This is a pretty cool one I got. 380 with 80 damage, 80 mobility, 80 ammo, 71 collateral, 69 stability.
It's really good.
Thank you, Shinro.
It's really good.
Appreciate it, man. The unfortunate thing, though, is like, well, it's only stagger. I think if it had stopping power rather than collateral, it would be better. I think that alone could be a huge boost to it. Because I don't really care about the stagger on this thing, since it's not really worth it.
Yeah, it probably depends if it can get any of the stagger blessings. I don't know if the recons can or not.
Let's take a look. Dark TZ weapon bleezies.
Do science.
Let's do science. God, you know, it's really weird that I have like a weird, just constant need to start watching DS9 again.
Ah, DS9's so good.
So good, dude.
Yeah, no, it doesn't get any of the stagger blessings. I didn't think so, but
I mean, maybe Death Spitter and Infernus, because I do think Infernus is still good. It's not what it was.
yeah, I mean,
I
all of its blessings are just so underwhelming.
Yeah. I think the problem is it's like punishing salvo and sustained fire do not... it should be 5 to 20% weak spot damage on continuous shot scaling or something like that. Like second and third shots in a salvo, that's terrible. Same thing with sustained fire, damage on second and third shots in salvo. Like, give me a rising scale of damage increase over the scale of the shot. So that's what sustained fire sounds like, or punishing salvo sounds like in the name. And I think the recon, I think both las guns. I'm looking at the auto gun. Oh no, it was not. Okay, good. I was like, I'm fucking dumb. What did I just do? Okay. Yeah, they're the same. Dude, they are going to town out there. All right. We got time for about 2 more. Do you guys want me to stick on with the braced auto gun, or should I go back to the Vraks? See, I don't have a good Vraks single shot to talk about and show off. Or do you want to see an infantry gun? I got a good infantry gun I can show off. Well, a decent one, at least.
We're gonna need some scripts here on an easy 3, so you can probably experiment with something little weirder if you want.
Oh baby. I mean, we can show off a Columnus or a Graya of the infantry or braced variant if anyone wants to see those. I wish I could organize my inventory by like modifier, not by item rating.
I am excited about the loadouts that they mentioned in that announcement. We badly need that.
Yeah, the non-catalog thing. Wait, they mentioned loadouts?
Yeah.
The fuck, man? Where is that?
It was like at the end of one of the paragraphs. They kind of like hint. Well, they didn't hint at it. They said that we were going to get it, but it was kind of like. Let me see if I can find it.
There's a lot of nebulous things in there. Oh, yeah, and you can't just search because fuck me, right? Oh, you can look forward to easily saving and loading preset builds they can customize.
Yeah.
Oh, I completely missed that part. So yeah, we got a custom. That's pretty nice. I like that.
Let me know when you're ready. I can give us.
Okay. 35 of you bros on YouTube, do jump on over to Twitch because I'm trying to get 75 plus active viewers. But let me know what you guys want. Do you guys want me to keep playing with the Vraks Headhunter 3-round burst? I said I do have an Agrippina infantry gun we can use. I've got columnus ones, whatever you guys want. I mean, my Vraks is not amazing, but it definitely has been holding its own. It's like the things I want high on it are damage, stopping power, and stability. Ammo is also probably a big priority, but... Go for the infantry gun? I can do that. You have the single fire. I don't have a good one. I've got this one. And it just, I mean, we could try it. It just is not a good roll, really. I do have a good Agrippina infantry I can use. Just this one. Well, it's a decent, at least. Buddy, you are hot to the touch.
My service is fulfillment.
I do like now that like the Headhunter's in a good spot where people are now going, you know what, that's actually like better. I want to use this. Okay. Consider us set. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, I love DMR style rifles. I used to always play with them in all my first-person shooters. It is definitely not encouraged, though, in Call of Duty, let me tell you. M14 is one of my favorite fucking guns. Not in that game.
And we need it working again. Reports indicate some sort of infestations involved. Purge it and get that smelter online. The Lehman Russes produced at HL 1736 were a vital part of Grendel's plans, so get to it.
Hey, General, thank you very much for subbing up with Prime. Yeah, guys, if you do have a Prime sub, you don't... I haven't used yet. I was going to say that you don't want to use. If you have a Prime sub you don't want to use it on me. Look at these dudes. Ah, cool-ass hat. Yeah, I very much appreciated it. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget about their Prime sub. That's why I always kind of plug it every so often. It's free for you and it makes me money.
It'll get you where you need to go.
Do you not want to have stamina? Then play as a veteran sharpshooter. Thank you, man. Very, very kind of you, my dude. Oh! Fuck that son of a bitch come from? There's a... Oh, there it is. Turbo Barden. Oh!
The body dies.
Oh, damn it. God damn it, get the fuck away from me, you ogrin. That's the one struggle about like using the auto gun. Oh, something stepped in front of you, well there go that goes half your clip. I wish I liked Deep Rock Galactic more. I just find the game, like, really boring. It just can't keep me, like, engrossed, at least. Oh!
Engaging. Focus. Fire.
Yeah, TTRPG, I agree. Like if it was Smog and I playing Deep Rock, I think I'd have fun. But even then, I've only played it with friends, and I'm like, oh man. There's like 5 million other games I'd rather play than this one.
I feel like playing Deep Rock with Duke would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, he loves his dwarfs.
He loves his dwarfs.
I played it with Indy a ton, and I'm just like, yeah.
Well, Indy is a dwarf.
Indy sucks. He's all grumpy. Indy can be pretty grumpy sometimes. I'm good, Hugh. How you doing, dude? Oh yeah, baby. I think the one thing I like the most about using this weapon is, look at this sick-ass skin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Non cogitas de aubus. That is not a V, that is a U. Wait, actually, it might actually be a V because there's an actual U in this. Ababus. Something in the dark. Actually, that's a Cerebus. This is the dark.
Start calling you by your old school Latin name, Waros.
How dare you?
Mount Vesuvius.
Dude, the people that don't know the difference between Latin and Church Latin get so angry with me when I say that. Like C's and W's. Like it's either a CH sound or a C or an S sound. Veni Vini Vici versus Weni Weenie Weesy.
Yep.
Or Winky.
This one's for Cadia.
Oh, God, he's right there. I was like, where did he shoot me from? One of my favorite things about taking a rest day is trying to decide what I want to eat. I've been on this goddamn, like, chicken noodle soup from the Chinese restaurant down the street lately, and it's just been so good. It's just like chicken broth, chicken, carrots, celery, but then they just use plain chow mein noodles, or lo mein noodles, and it's so good.
This Chinese soup is so good. I love hot and sour soup. Hot miso soup.
Hot miso, egg drop. American Chinese, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't have the palate for Chinese banquet food. I can't. I just can't do it. It's texture. It's texture. But that's like the appeal of it.
Learn, repeat. Got it.
Oh! I mean, ooh.
My manly exclamation.
As a man, I tell you, I was not scared, but I was worried.
For you.
Not me. I'll never be.
For safety.
Yeah, I wake up every morning at Home Depot. I go to bed in my bed and I wake up at Home Depot. I'm a man. There's shit splinters. Oh my god. Maybe that's not so manly after all. What is one of the worst pains you've ever experienced in your life, Smog? What is up?
So I've broken a lot of bones. Like, I hit by a car when I was a kid, but I've always said that the worst pain I've ever experienced was a bad ear infection I had in high school. It was awful.
Everyone needs to go and check out my good friend. Who I'm about to butcher her name all the time. I always do this every time I say her name. Renee. Is it Renee or Renee? I always fuck it up. Probably one of the most beautiful authors I've ever met in my life. Go and check her out. She covers tons of Bannerlord. I know your name. I always just fuck it up because every time we go over it, I'm spracked out on caffeine and my brain goes, you don't even remember that. Just embarrass yourself next time she pops up into chat. And I'm like, yeah, A tooth infection for you? Oh my god. Ear infections. I've never had an ear infection. I have a, just Ren. Fine. Ren it is. I have a fun ear canal mutation or whatever where it doesn't, it like slightly curves up or something like that. I found out that so that it doesn't get like water. It's harder for water to stay in it or some bullshit. I was told by a doctor who cleaned my ear once. She was like, "Oh, your ear canal slightly goes up rather than going like down slightly." I'm like, "Oh, I love it." She's like, "Have you ever got any ear infections?" I'm like, "No, I never have." And she's like, "Well, that's probably why." I'm like, "Well, I'd love that too." So I used to swim so much as a kid. I got stung by fire ants deep in my ear canal once. Hit!
Where's the justice in that?
That's one dead. There'll be more. You're entering the
Oh my god, tooth infection for me. Oh man. Teeth, mouth, anything oral, including oral sex, all of it just sucks. Oh! I was low-key paralyzed with pain, fell down like my head was gonna explode. Dude, Machine Wraith, I would rather my balls stung by a fleet of hornets than encounter that. A fleet! A flotilla of hornets! My dad missed me and crushed me against a support pillar and a manual spread trailer. Broke both my shoulder bones and 2 ribs and popped my left arm out of my socket. So you're saying not that bad though, then, right? Huh? Is that what you're is that what you're getting? God, dude. Puppy. That is terrible. Are you okay? Are you all right now? Any lasting like arthritis or damage? Oh, a fleet, Ren. A fleet. Oh my god. TTRPG, uncalled for, uncouth, my brew. Man, dude. Worst pain, 10 minutes after having abdominal surgery, I sat up without assistance out of habit. That is not good. It's one of the reasons. So I have, as a former 300-pound fatty, I have just a little bit of loose skin at like my stomach region, and it causes so much body image and dysmorphia for me, because it's like I might look as swole jacked as can be in the top section, or just a bristling butt leg combination, whatever it is. But my eyes will only look right there. And at this stage in my life, the only way to get rid of it is either to drop below double digits body fat, to force body, like all the remaining like subcutaneous fat out of there, or getting cosmetic surgery. And cosmetic surgery sounds absolutely miserable on your abdominal region, because you can't move your abdominal region for like 4 weeks or some shit. Like, no, thank you. And I think just the fact that I wouldn't be able to work out in that time would make the body dysmorphia even worse. I'd be like, oh my god.
Come grab this script, Sparty.
Yes, sir.
Please.
A testicular tumor? Oh my god, dude. Dude, you guys have had some fucking shit.
Right in the face, kid.
I mean, I thought it was bad when it paralyzed my arms and legs. And a simple, like, stubbed toe would feel like an amputation, but good lord. I was not crushed by a manual mover. I didn't try to tear my abdominals open after abdominal surgery. What is the worst emotional pain you've ever felt, Smog? Death in families, discarded, because that's always going to be like a trumper, right? Like, you're always going to be like, yeah, well, you had a breakup? Well, my mom died. Like, fuck! Yeah, man, like, I guess that sucks. So outside of deaths.
Outside of deaths, probably when my high school girlfriend and I broke up.
Yeah. Was that the first like love, the first love of your life breakup?
Yeah, and we were together pretty much all of high school, and I still say, like, everybody says, like, in retrospect, they're like, you weren't really in love with like your girlfriends and stuff when you were a teenager, you know, because you don't really understand like what that all means and stuff. But I still attest that like I actually loved my girlfriend in high school. Like, she was the first love of my life, but we both just went to like different colleges and just went different directions, and it just didn't work out.
That's a bit different, though, I think, like, versus the typical teenage relationship, right? You know, you date in high school and you break up in high school and you're still in high school. Like, that I think is what they're more ascribing that to. Like, I think that anyone who lasts that through high school and breaks up right after it, when you're in that situation, right, like, where it's like kind of a drifting apart, that can be really... I think breakups are rough, right? And... I think one of the most tragic things to feel is falling out of love. Is that realization that, like, yeah, this is not going to work. Like, the person I loved or had such everything for is not that person in my mind anymore, or whatever it is. Like, that stuff is really, really, really hard. Like, it's one thing to get the carpet ripped out from underneath you, and it's like, oh man, that's a breakup. Where'd that come from? Blah, 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 blah. But it's a whole other thing to realize it and be in it and go, well, I have to do something about this now. B7 nice man. My dad was in the military. Oof. I remember I called my dad daddy or dada or something like that when I was like 4 or 5, and he was like, God damn it, no, you call me dad or father or something like that. Like, very like, I'm a man. It's just your first experience with love. It hits differently. All those emotions are just damn raw. I mean, yeah, like, my very first girlfriend that broke up with me, that whole summer was so rough. But I had my first girlfriend when I was 21. Same girlfriend I lost my virginity to, so it's like, that was all a very raw experience. For the record, my dad and I are very close, and he tells me very often that he loves me.
Your dad is this though. I've obviously never met him, but every time I picture your dad, I picture him just like glowering at you like over the edge of a newspaper, you know?
You are absolutely not wrong in that imagery. My dad is a very grim, not grim. My dad is just a very serious man. And I think him going through his dad dying and me watching that and me seeing that, my dad was very, very don't let the boys see me cry to my mom and stuff like that. But when his dad died, he cried in front of us. I think it was just like, my boys are men now type thing, and this is part of being a human. And I've said this before, like, I remember being in a Del Taco on the way to the hospital to go see my grandpa who was dying of Alzheimer's. My dad was just venting to me, like a friend would vent. And I'm like, you know, this is the first time you and I have had a conversation as two people, rather than you always imparting a lesson on me or punishing me for me doing something bad. And he was like, yeah, well, I'm pretty fucking upset. And I'm like, my dad is like, my parents and I are very close in general. The cute nicknames. My nickname was Shithead growing up. Red. My dad still calls me stuff like that. Got broken up with over a Snapchat message, ended a 6-year relationship out of the blue. I was a week away from buying a ring. It was fun. Ooh. I've only been broken up with over the phone. Either over a phone call or over a text. So I feel you there, brother. I was lucky because the car was props in surviving that. What about the nobody likes you or they were right about you? I feel like those cut pretty deep. What do you mean, cheap shot? Like, who would say those things you're saying? For doing worst breakouts, I've challenged you to beat mine. The mother of my first child literally kidnapped my kid and flew to the other side of the country right as I was getting ready to go to the boot camp. Oh my god, dude. Let it be known, though. And I'm not saying you're doing this machine wraith at all. I'm not trying to make fun of you, or not poke fun of you, not trying to call you out or anything. I think a really bad habit people have nowadays is to, if you bring up something that's bothering you, they go, well, try doing, like, this is really hard, or this is really bad. Like, pain is universal. Everyone feels it, and everyone feels it differently. And so I think that a lot of people, rather than commiserating and empathizing with people, they just look to seek the one-up too often. And again, I'm Machine Wraith, I am definitely not saying you're doing that. And I think it blows, because it makes you not want to talk about your emotions or how you feel or something's bothering you. If someone goes, hey, you know what, man up. I wake up and go to work every day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. because I'm a fucking longshoreman or some shit. It's like, yeah, man, but I'm not. I think it's what's caused such a, like, dirge of like, emotional disparity between individual men and men to non-men. My name was Piglet because I was smallest and youngest, like pigs even today. Jeez, man. Well, today your new nickname is Battle Brother, as you are a brother of the battle. Ren's nickname is Sister of Battle. I did not get broken up with over Snapchat, although I did see the person who did get broken up with over Snapchat. I got a text message that we're just not working out. My very first girlfriend broke up with me with the, it's not you, it's me.
I invented the it's not you. Yeah. If it's anybody, it's me.
It's me!
Fine, it's you. You're damn right it's me.
Oh, Ren, you're not Sister Zone. I'm from Alabama, if you know what that means when I'm saying sisters. It's something to take like this and have me coming back to watch. Dude, Erskine, 100%, brother. We're all about emotional awareness over here. Sign up to my OnlyFans if you want to see a flaccid dick pic, is what I'm trying to say. The original beer nut, thanks for following, my bro. Cheap Shot's response to the longshoreman thing was, I had to like, you ever reported to an office for monotonous, repetitive work and felt your soul being crushed and all hope withering away, huh? Yeah, like, that's true. One person can't go out for years out of home. I started to obsessively work, and some people think that I do healthy or even strong. Yeah, I mean, like, dude. So pretty. You are so pretty. Come here. You're so pretty. Oh, your little tongue. What's your video on the Devblog going up? It is going up right after stream. I've already recorded it at the beginning of the stream. I had a guy trying to break off a year-long relationship via text without actually saying the words, so I said GG and turned my phone off. Whew, got him, Ren.
I'm pretty sure if a girl ended our relationship with GG, I would immediately do a 180 and propose.
I find that I am wrong in my decisions, and I love you instead. You should do a Warhammer content maker calendar return. What's that? J. Rago. You know what I was doing when I said what I said. You're the only person who said anything about that so far. What a great orange to get, an MG12. What terrible rolls to get on this MG12.
Efficiency and Headhunter. Yikes.
And a 298 modifier roll.
Oh, it's a 298. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, honestly, though, the damage and the stopping power are maxed. And
be turning that one over to Mommy Hadron for those blessings.
yes, sir. Stockpiling of my goodies. Yeah, that was... do you have no idea how much that stuff scares the crap out of me? Like, taken out of context, dude, people can, like, attack you for that. When it was, like, clearly just like a trip up of the mouth. Before getting here, hello, love the blog post. Thank God they will finally tell us what is in store for us. 100%, brother. 100%. Speedwagon. Welcome to the channel, my dude. What? What's going on? Why can't I do this? Dock. Undock. You know what? The term that's kind of fallen out of use is docking. Make sure you switch over from YouTube to Twitch. Get my Twitch partnership. Oh my god.
Not hanging around in the right bars, I guess.
Seriously, man. Dude, popping through a bar like a roll through like a fucking Dave and Buster's. So you guys down for some docking here, or is this just like just a me thing? Let's take a look in a book reading Rainbow. Okay, so for what would be my ideal blessings for the 12? So opening salvo, someone made a comment about this. They were saying like you don't want opening salvo on a single shot weapon because a salvo is not considered done until the recoil resets.
Yep.
So probably
on my MG12, I went deadly accurate and ghost.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Deadly accurate, and I love ghost. I love that immune. But deadly accurate is pretty spicy. As 27.5 to 50% additional damage on crit weak spot hits.
Another loyal devotee.
Yeah, because the MG12, the weak spot damage is already so massive. You get a ton of return on that blessing. And the nice thing about Ghost is since you usually take counterfire, you don't get that 60% toughness boost on ult. So Ghost helps, keep you alive. It's really good.
Whole second is a lot. Hey, thank you very much, Johnson C. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, dude, you girthed it up nice and hard. I liked it. Could you imagine me as running for head of state? Someone said someone will use that against you when you run for Senate in
A
15 years.
steadfast supporter.
I'd be an amazing head of state. Oh my god, Fless, I just read the message you sent me. Holy shit. Whew! Paul Hitchcock, I'm not a fan of the Lucius. Although I saw someone with the MK12 using it too, the Mark II, and I did like what I see. I do use social media. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can. If you want to see what my real life is like. It's not fun. This is our last match of the day here. And I think you know, what do we play with, guys? MG12 lasgun or the stub revolver?
If you want to do something that's actually difficult, by the way, we can.
That's fine. I had to quickly switch to the sub revolver. Whew! That was quick. I saw we only had 7 seconds, so I was like, shit, gotta do it.
Darktide refuses to give us anything above malice with scriptures.
Then you can redirect an arch-heretic train. You'll be waiting when they arrive. Use the surprise to your advantage. Kill them. Walk away.
You're right, stub is my favorite, man. My hand cannon. David, I'll be honest though, I did actually want to use the MG12. I was just like, shit, I can't reliably get to this in time. I don't think I have an amazing MG12 in this character either, though. I have a good one. Actually, no, I bought one just recently.
The great thing about the MG12, one of the great things, is that it's so not blessing within it.
Yeah, and it really...
As long as you have the stats, the MG12 is great.
Yeah, it really just needs max damage and stopping power. Like, the mobility and stability are really not that useful. So it really... Having high stability is great, but... And it's even at terrible ammo roll, it still has like 80 shots in it. Which divide that by 3, that's actually how many it has. Yeah, Crucian is so fun.
Killshot looking for a skull.
Okay, well. Right shot, John? We got one last game and it was great. Oh. 2 for the price of 1 bullet. Limb Splitter is the best blessing to get on your antac, so you're in store. You're in luck. I am lying. Smog, no!
Learn, repeat, got it.
Oh! Aha! I heard you. Creeping up in the dark. Now imagine me giving like a speech, and I go into a random history tangent in the middle of my speech because I'm running for California Senate. And the thing about these valleys is it's a natural flood basin, so you don't really need to worry about enough. We just need more floods.
I'd vote for you.
Dude, who wouldn't? Government-funded creatine program. Damn it. Fuck that up. Miss his head. This guy's flamer is just killing the shit out of everything. What's your favorite ranged weapon to use on your veteran? Don't lie to me.
Probably my pistol.
I requested you don't lie. So really, you use your stub revolver in your vet? Or I'm sorry, on your zealot. That's what I meant to say. Shit.
Oh, my favorite. So are you literally asking for my favorite or what I think is the best?
Yeah, your favorite. I don't care about the best.
I have the most fun with my Griffin 1 auto or
Infantry.
infantry autogun. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely really good.
Yeah. It's not bad at all.
What do you feel is the best then?
On Damnation.
You just can't.
Just gotta have a way to deal with ogre. Like,
Yeah.
Not to say you can't run something else. Like I run my Griffin and Damnation all the time, but like it's definitely very noticeable when I switch to Bolter, and you know suddenly I can kill every single thing without any assistance.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. I think Poseidon just exploded down there. Oh no, he's Zealot.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he went down there.
So the end. The body dies.
Oh, of course, they can shoot through the grate, but I fucking can't. The problem with... So if I ran for state, the problem will be your streamer instincts when one of us in the crowd asks, what's the largest object you would put up your butt? And you answer immediately, yeah, D battery. Next question from the press conference. I do notice one difference between Zealot Flamer and Psyker Flame Staff. The Zealot Flamer does more damage, but the Psyker Flame Staff has more CC. Thoughts? Smog. Go.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the Zealot Flamer has more damage and it has a much longer range, but whether the Vergatus has more stagger or not, I don't know.
Okay.
But that probably, I don't know. I don't know why they'd say it if it wasn't true.
Oh my god. Ren, if you booted this game up, I would love to play with you. We could be sisters of battle together. Fatty Lumpkin, what's up, my dude? How you doing, man? How you holding up? Power of Chaos, one of Nurgle's gifts. There we go. Defus and Dyslexic Octopi, thank you, bros, for following 8 minutes ago. I thought I did not go into that fire, but it would appear that I did. The bomber's back there. Man, missed both those shots. Behind and in front of it. Mike from the Washington Post. Governor Sparty, what are your thoughts on masturbation in the tub? Your first press conference. Oh yeah, as new senator for California, I vow that we will be outlawing masturbation in tubs for men, as the inherent risk of accidentally cementing your hand to your thigh is at an all-time high. Moving to Seattle, dude. What are you? You're up in San Fran right now, right? Well, Bay Area, I would imagine. Congratulations, dude. See, I told you you'd get a new job fast.
Canadian surprise coming in.
Everybody in chat, throw a big F and a congrats over here to Fatty Lumpkin in chat. Fatty has dropped tons of community subs on the community, and he's actually the reason I decided to go full-time YouTube. So please do give Fatty Lumpkin your love and support for getting a brand new job. Yeah, Big Seaman Axe will no longer support me in my campaign. Oh, you're in Utah? Damn. Don't act like we have not all seen those Seaman Axe commercials on Pornhub. I mean, is that like a thing? Like, because I mean, semen's already, you know, a tumultuous thing as it is when it comes to just like a mess. I couldn't think of myself going, you know what? I really want more semen. If I could possibly triple my load size, I'd be into that. Critical hot button topic, a hot take as it were. What is the chat's opinion on that? Oh man, Fatty Lumpkin handing out 20 community subs, dude. Thank you very much, bro. God damn this fucker. I am completely zoned out and getting killed by these 3 fucking shooters. Thank you so much, dude. Fatty Lumpkin taking the cake here. Probably just jumping to the top of the dono spree.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Just gets a new job and goes and splurges on me. You hot bastard.
A new subscriber arrives.
Feet pics inbound.
With determination. A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
You know what?
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub. Our modest fellowship
Take that.
expands. Praise the sub.
Yeah, I'm a full-time YouTuber. That's my thing, Kiro. That's my job.
New subscriber arrives.
But when I was like,
Fills you with determination.
when I was considering, like when I still had a job, when I was still working,
Our modest fellowship expands.
I was on the fence on whether or not I could do it. And Fatty Lumpkin used to just fucking come in with these like big dick
Our modest fellowship
$200-300 donation runs where he'd do it almost like every weekend. And it padded my YouTube numbers so much that I was like, man, maybe I really could make a living out of doing this. So it galvanized me to quit my job. Thank you again, Fatty Lumpkin, man. I always want more semen.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Oh god, another one?
Our modest fellowship expands.
Oh, this is a 4-up, isn't it? Yeah, or 3-up. Get you a girl who wants, who requests you to take Semen X because she's looking for extra loads. Ah. See, look, my M Cyrus J is my friend from the real world, and when I told him about this at a bar, he was like, "What? Why? It's already so messy. Why did you want more of a mess?" I know that my viewer base is predominantly 97% male, but if we have any of the... Oh! I fell into the only small gap over here, dude. Anyone else can...
No, you can fall there.
Yeah, dude, I got knocked off by a goddamn barrel. Got knocked up by a barrel taking Semen Axe. If someone else that doesn't eject semen from their penis can weigh in on this, do you want more semen in your love life? Are you thinking that's what that's been the problem with like your significant other? You're like, you know what? Everything's great with Brad, but he just doesn't come enough, you know? Like they like the rope. Shooting ropes.
Coins work, but it saves lives.
Oh, I thought he was only like 1 or 2 tap away. My chat's not updating very fast. I guess that 100 sub goal is reachable after all. I mean, Flesh, dude, like... We were at 30 before this when the stream started, and we were only like a week into the month, so yeah, it's getting pretty plausible here. Pretty good. What do you mean this is why you use headphones while listening to work? What have I said that's something that you wouldn't be able to listen to out loud at work with the volume turned up as high as humanly possible? You tell me one thing I've said. Throwing ropes. Other way, it's more Daka. I love those ragdoll animations. This game is supposed to be grimdark, but those ragdoll animations make me giggle a bit. Shoot a bullet at enemies and fly to the wall, or do the flop. Well, I mean, yeah, man. If I'm shooting a massive reactive shell, I expect some floppage. It's loud guns. That's not what was said, of course. Of course not. Yeah, of course not with me. Ragdolls are the real endgame. Fact confirmed.
These ones are Kaidi.
Oh! We lost Poseidon. I'll never be able to quit that. Yeah, we'll probably keep it at 100 for a few months. That'd be awesome. I mean, man, if I could make 100 subs a month, that'd be crucial. Yeah, it does. It does really good to Carapace armor. Oh, bomber, huh? Drops the pigs.
One shot, one kill.
Right in the butthole. If you're watching on YouTube, please do jump over to Twitch. We're at 75 viewers right now, but we need to make it an average of 75. That is not being at 75. It's being higher than 75. So come be higher than 75 with me. Oh, okay, so Fatty Lumpkin asked his significant other. She said she'd rather have multiple loads than one big one. I think that's I mean, yeah. I think that's probably what people would want. The people want more loads, not more in a load. Nothing says love like multiple loads. Oh yeah, lights, darks, light colors, chiffon, all those types of laundry. Oh, she's expounding? I cannot wait to find this out. So, Ren, what we're talking about is the Pornhub ad of Semenex, which promises to increase the amount of semen in a quote-unquote load. And the question was, to the women in chat, if they prefer more in a load. And Fatty Lumpkin's significant other said that she would prefer more loads than one large load. I thought this was an ad for lotion since they dump a bunch of it in a cup. Oh my god. Oh my god. She wants reloads, not a giant single bucket. That's disgusting. I never want to think of semen in the constraints of a bucket. What the hell? I would have no idea. I'm an innocent virgin. I know. You were just telling me the other day how much you love to read the Bible. That is... What a keeper. Fatty, have you proposed yet? Fatty said she likes the idea of milking me dry and knowing she is sexy enough to make me nut multiple times. It deliberately read in a voice such as that. She has a ring on her finger, yes. Good for you, man. Good for... Guys, there's hope. There's hope here. Fatty Lumpkin can find someone like that. Smog can find someone amazing like his significant other, his wife. I think we're going to make it, guys. We're going to get there. If I can do it, you can too. I mean, that's kind of always the way I've always like shown any of my my workout videos or stuff on my Instagram. It's not been like, yeah, hey, look at me lifting weights. It's like, man, if I can do this, you can too, dude. Don't even worry about it. Other side of that coin is that guy's like Smog and Fatty took them all. Yeah, you sons of bitches! You sons of bitches! You took them all. I could have been married and happy, but instead you guys snatched up all the good ones. Hey, Dyslexic Octopi swinging in with 15 community subs. Dude, man, you guys are so generous today. You'll make it, and hopefully this helps. I unfortunately have to bounce, but I will swing by again. I have to visit you and Matt and Callie again soon. Thank you, man. Wait, you and Matt, who are you? Who are you? It's Chris Wendell? Chris! Thank you, man! Dude, that's so nice! Thank you, brother. I promise we will not get you drunk. Matt and I never drink alcohol from drinking devices. Hello. You don't have to lie to me? Yes, I do. Thank you, dude. Very much appreciated, bro. Chrissy Windy coming in with a 15 community subs.
A new subscriber arrives. A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with
Yeah, of course we butt chugging. We're boofy alcohol all the time in our friend group.
a new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
But always looking to boofy, boofy. You got a butt chug today. Thank you.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
Hey, another Emperor's Gift. Get that paw out of my face.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Hey guys, I got a las pistol, the fucking least cool gun in the game. You want to know if you're going to play Darkest Dungeon 2 on Steam? Yeah, absolutely. I played it when it came out. It just wasn't... It didn't grip me like the way the first one did. Wait,
It's out?
yeah, it's been out.
Well, it's been an
Like-
early access.
Okay, it's in early access. Okay.
Because
Wait
Dark...
a minute, it was out now. I was like, how did I miss that?
It's changed a lot? Okay, I have to definitely check it out. I would play Elden Ring, Fatty, but... I have all those games on console because I love just sitting down and playing the shit out of them. So I need to completely restart on PC, which I guess is not that bad. Who's going to use that last pistol? No one's going to use this fucking last pistol. The doggo must be helping with the ladies' attention, Sparty, or does Don Roman take all the attention? Okay, so a lot of guys have asked me that. dude, but you just get chicks all the time with him. I'm like, the people that are going to approach me with my dog are married women or women in relationships. And I have proved this to married women who have approached me. They're like, they've even said, like, there's a place down the street from me that is like a wine tasting room. So there's just a bunch of like, you know, just old rich white women just swinging through in big old floppy felt hats. Oh my God, you brought your dog. Your dog is so cute. I bet you just get tons of women. I'm like, yeah, people just like you. Like, I'm like, are all of you married? Like, yeah, we're all married. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly who's going to come up to me and talk to me about my dog. Like, it definitely don't get any kind of attention from single girls. Because exactly right, they care more about your dog than you. 100%. They're like, I just want to go. I want to go talk to that dog. You popping off, Smug?
Oh, I thought you were done for the day.
I am.
Oh, blessed Omnissiah, favor this
I have to
tool
go get
of
my
war.
own dog from daycare here shortly.
Ooh,
But
doggo
otherwise
daycare.
I'll be back online.
Do I? No, I shouldn't push this Vraks to purple. I kind of want to, but I should just stockpile my stuff so I can rip a bunch of things off for videos.
Yeah.
But I will talk to you later, dude. Probably later tonight when we're playing CK3.
Yeah.
Later, brother. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, man. Later.
Later, bro. All right, guys. That brings us to the end of our stream here. So if you are watching on YouTube, jump on over to Twitch. Let's find us a person to raid. Is anyone even playing right now? I am the top streamer. Let's see. Who do we raid? Fu Plays is playing Ghostwire Tokyo. Nino is playing a Hunt Showdown. Do love Nino. Quad God's doing Hogwarts. Mini Me's is doing 40k. Ivano's doing Hogwarts. Sacriel's doing Dark and Darker. Two Angry Gamers are doing Dark and Darker. I can't. I'm sorry, man. I gotta make this. I gotta edit this video and I gotta feed Romano. But before we head out, guys, again, a huge sub-only chat. Why is that on? Oh no, whoops, that's off. Good. Huge shout out to Fatty Lumpkin for the 20 community gifts and Dyslexic Octopi for the 15 community gifts. Thank you very, very much, my guys. Yeah, I'll toss this over to Dark and Darker. Probably. We'll do two Angry Gamers. They're nice guys. Starting that raid. Two Angry Gamers. Starting raid now. All right, guys, we've got that raid going here. We'll be back on Sunday with a stream. Saturday, I'll be at my parents' with Roman, giving him some time to run around and play because he finally can do it again because of his little paw. But I'll be doing a stream before Super Bowl for those of you that are watching from the States. But the rest of you guys, please take care, wash your hands, stay safe. We'll be back here. I do have a video coming out right after this. I'll just quickly edit it for the Devblog, so you'll see that coming out here on the channel in probably about an hour or so. I thought I'd fuck something up. Later, guys. Thank you so much for watching here. Flesson, Scipio, Cheap Shot, McCut, Stay Hard, Ren. I'll send you some feed pics later. J Rago, stay hard and hard. Stay harder and hard, bro. Stay safe, everybody. All right, we are going to get this raid going here. Let's jump on over and raid Two Angry Gamers. And if you're watching over here on YouTube, again, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back on Sunday with some more fun in the sun. But cheers, my bros. Toodaloo. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.